The Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge are here, but before you pick one up, here are 5 things you should know. So what's up guys, Jonathan here, and first and foremost, the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge are not massive upgrades. They're definitely closer in line in terms of what we saw from the iPhone 6 to 6S with the focus on refinement, but that is not necessarily a bad thing. The S7 is essentially everything that was awesome about the Galaxy S5, but with the build quality of the Galaxy S6. So first up, unlike last year where the S6 and S6 Edge were very similar, this year there's a pretty substantial difference between the S7 and S7 Edge, starting with the display. The S7 remains the same as the Galaxy S6 with a 5.1-inch display, but the S7 Edge jumps up to 5.5 inches. They are both AMOLED, they are both 1440p, so in that regards, they are freaking fantastic to look at. So really with both, you are getting beautiful displays. It really just comes down to whether you prefer a better one-headed feel with the S7 or a bigger screen to consume your media with the S7 Edge. The other key difference between the two, aside from screen size, is the Edge functionality, hence the name. And with this, there actually is improved functionality, so you're getting a bigger, more pleasing layout to interact with and look at. And me personally, I was never huge on the Edge functionality, but if you use that and you like that, you will for sure appreciate the improved experience on the S7 Edge. Next up is for you SD card lovers. Rejoice, my friends, because the slot is back. So internally, you're getting 32 gigabytes plus an extra 200 gigabytes with the micro SD card expansion. Theoretically, this could go up to 2 terabytes, but Samsung is being very careful to advertise what is actually available, and I respect that. So third up is another key difference between these two, and that is battery life. They are both improvements over last year, starting with the Galaxy S7, which comes in at 3000 milliamp hours. But where we see the massive difference is on the S7 Edge, which sizes in at 3600 milliamp hours. So of course, if battery life is important to you, the S7 Edge is clearly the way to go, but I have a feeling both will be improved over last year, especially with Samsung's always-on display. So because it's using an AMOLED screen, the only pixels powered on are the ones you see, which ultimately should lead to better battery life because you're not constantly having to wake up your phone. Also, big thumbs up to Samsung for making these phones just a little bit thicker and not only giving us better battery life, but getting rid of that hump. Speaking of that hump, that is the fourth thing we're going to talk about, and that is the camera. And some people may freak out because the megapixels have gone from 16 down to 12. But if you know anything about cameras, megapixels are not everything. So the reason they're going this route instead of up in the pixels is now they are introducing dual pixel technology, which is similar to what we saw on something like the Canon 70D. So what this is going to do is equate to more focus points, and I can tell you from briefly messing around with the camera, the focus is fast. And because I got to check these phones out before they're released, I was not able to get the actual image file or send them to myself. But just getting a chance to review those pictures back on the screen, I can tell you those looked incredible. With this, you're also getting a wider f1.7 aperture, which is going to lead to better low light performance. And really, if you're looking at this and worried about the downgrade from 16 to 12 megapixels, do not worry at all. This is a stellar camera. So last up, not only did Samsung bring back the micro SD card slot, they also brought back water resistance. This time around, the S7 and S7 Edge have an IP68 rating, and what that means is both of these can handle water up to 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. Now what I appreciate about all this, if you look closely, there is no stupid, annoying USB port flap. So yes, with these phones you get water resistance without the flap. I would, however, not recommend taking these in the shower or the bath or the pool. Just in case an accident happens, you should not have to worry. So aside from that, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, if you found it helpful, make sure to go
Damn, Daniel.
on that like button. As always, pricing, availability, colors, and everything else you could possibly want to know is down below. If you haven't yet, definitely make sure to subscribe for more S7 and S7 Edge coverage. Let me know what your pick is. This is Jonathan, and I will catch you guys later.